My VIP. Miss Sutton was referred to as the neighborhood heroine. She was a single mother of 3 boys and 2 girls. Miss Sutton was very active in the community. She was over Neighborhood Watch, on the board of directors for several community outreach centers, parks, and recreations, as well as team mother for the Pop Warner Football League. Miss I met Miss Sutton in 1980, and she rescued me from an abusive stepfather whom I refer to as my mother's husband. Miss Sutton opened her home to me. She not only opened her home, she opened her life and the life of her 5 children. I met Miss Sutton through her oldest son, Mike, who I dated briefly. Mike had previously shared with his mother how abusive my home was. I had been having issues with my mother's husband since I was 10 years old. He molested me one night while my mother was in another room watching television. The molestation left me feeling worthless and dirty. I discussed myself. I no longer recognized myself. Before the molestation and all the verbal abuse, I had an identity. Even at an early age, I was active in school and community activities. However, when Miss Sutton rescued me, none of that even mattered. I was headed towards a new life and a whole new me. I was about to live a safe and happy life with the new family God had blessed me with. I never felt safe around my mother's husband from the time she married him. When I was 17 years old, when my mother's husband abused me again. He hit me in the mouth, splitting my mouth wide open. He would normally just call me names, but because he knew I was 17 and touching me sexually would have possibly ended his life. After the physical assault, I called Mike and Miss Sutton, and in 30 minutes, they were both knocking on my mother and her husband's door. They got me out safely. I had finally gotten the family I had always wanted, and it didn't take me long after that to refer to Miss Sutton as Mom, and her sons and daughters as my brothers and sisters. My relationship with Mike immediately went from holding hands to a brother and sister relationship. And now, as the oldest child in the home, she involved me in everything concerning the home and the community. She would always tell me, whatever you do for others, Tina, make it count for something. She stressed the importance of making a difference in the lives of others. I learned so much from Miss Sutton. The most important thing that I learned was love. I didn't just learn what love is, I learned how to receive it and how to reciprocate it. Miss Sutton knew how vulnerable I was and how my self-esteem had deserted me. She treated me as if everything that I had gone through was a dream. All the nurturing I didn't receive at home, she made up for it. She eased my pain and bandaged my emotional wounds. She taught me how to at least like myself. She knew I needed to be felt loved. She knew that I needed love. I knew I was loved. It was evident to me that my new family loved me because how I was disciplined. She disciplined me as an equal. Although I would be punished and put on restriction for unacceptable behavior, I still I still felt like I belonged there. I still knew I was loved. Not once did I ever experience Miss Sutton or her biological children talking behind my back or wanting me out of their home. They respected me. I was big sis. Miss Sutton made a huge impact on my life. She taught me no matter how bad things become, life is worth living. The entire time I stayed with my new family, no one ever knew how I was feeling. Had I not been picked up the day of my abuse, I would have taken my own life. I was tired. Although Miss Sutton picked me up and dusted me off, she did it all to the glory of God. I believe to this day that God sent Miss Sutton to save my life. She may be my VIP, but all the true glory belongs to my God.